All right, welcome everyone. We have our Riot box here from the drawing. This will be the first full box of Vendetta that I've opened. Seems to be, that corner was a little bent in transit. But I've opened an equivalent of a box between the vault and all the pre-releases I've gone to. So I have not pulled an overnumbered yet. That's obviously the chase here, but I'll be happy with like lightning rushes and some cool runes. So we'll see what we pull. Just grabbing a sip of water before we get going here. Been talking for about 3 videos straight, so I'll probably just go on ahead and kind of pile these around my desk and then set the box at the back for bulk storage because my desk is already overrun with random cards and trash from doing the last couple of videos. So let me just set a couple little piles off to the side, and we can get right into it. So I'm really getting into just collecting Riftbound overnumbered, so I'll probably end up actually snagging each one of the overnumbered legends. We'll see about that, but honestly I'll probably go full G-Gen or degenerate mode and just kind of start cracking here. That looks like a public execution to me. Got Steel Paws, Renekton, and public execution. So this is one of the top epics that I'm looking for. That obviously is played in Vendetta. Sorry, bumped y'all. I think I might end up playing that as a free of. My first list had it as a 2 of just because I could play it for flow. But being completely honest, that card is absolutely insane. So we'll see what I end up keeping it as. But honestly, I don't open packs often enough to where I am kind of just itching to get to the hits on these. Plateworm Egg, I might go in Jace if I end up building him, Wild Claws, and an Akali. Yeah, so we'll see how this goes. As for the overnumbereds, any of the legends, I'm gonna eventually end up grabbing Nasus and Renekton. Their character overnumbered. I'll probably grab Swain, but I don't know if I'll grab Aurelia just because she's so expensive. I don't know if I value the connecting art on that one that much. Nothing on that one. We got a Decree of Unity, Speak the Devil, and an Octopus. But we'll see. I think Hook Cannon's going to be my first deck, so that's my primary priority right now, just getting my playset of Lightning Rushes and going from there. And then I think after that, if I get bored, I might end up going to Vendetta. I don't do well with just sitting on one deck at a time. I like to get a little variety going. That looks like a Mel, and then I don't know what that is in front of it. Might be a Morgana. Oh no, it's a Jace. Oh, Jace, Morgana, and Sky Cruiser. I don't know how strong Jace's package is right now. I think his Aurora deck is disgustingly consistent, but it's not necessarily because it's Jace. A lot of it is because it's blue. And I guess what I mean by that is like having Jace there is great because you can kind of recast Plateworm Egg. It's extremely mana efficient. But the fact that it's in blue gives you access to a bunch of tools to get card draw and get Aurora out more consistently. Rampage, which we'll probably go into Vendetta. Actually, keep it up here. Alawi. I need this for my Cannon deck until I get the overnumbereds. And then Fallen Feline. Nifty. Yeah, so I don't know how viable just the standard Jace is. I've been seeing some people playing around with it, but honestly, I'm not terribly optimistic. I also saw something interesting. It used to be that if you pulled a rune, your chances at an overnumber were kind of shot, but I think I've been seeing that that's changed. I will also note, still have a little bit of an issue with giving cards haircuts. think they've been talking about fixing this, and I've noticed it's gotten better, but you can see there's a little bit of like stuff up here, I guess, from the cut on the printer. So that's just a quality control thing. I think that's a Nasus. It's definitely a Nasus. An Eclipse Dragon, and a Tomb Raider Barbara. There's a lot of these cards where I kind of just forgot they got revealed. It's not a long reveal season, but you know, you're getting bombarded by like better part of 150 cards over the course of a week. To be honest, some stuff just kind of falls through the cracks on my end. So it's exciting to see just some of the stuff for not quite the first time, but close to it. That is a Shen. Oh, Shen in the back. Zed. An affectionate Poro. He can go right down here. I like separating the Poros. They're cute. And then not being very consistent with how I'm sorting, but I'm kind of just generally making piles. Anything usable is going off to the side. I think I'm seeing something a little shiny on this one. Could be me being tricked again by just a epic, which I think there's it's like a little bit of coloring back there. 4-drop. That is a Dominus. Okay. Kenku Lifeblade. That's fun. Decree of Focus and Dominus. Dominus is not seeing a ton of play in Renekton, but I think I've seen some people sideboarding it in. It's an interesting card. I think it can be a little expensive, but it plays directly into his whole shtick. So, I mean, honestly, like, it feels decent when you're playing with it. I've used it once or twice, and I don't know, maybe I just overestimate the value of being able to kind of blink around battlefields, but it felt fine when I was using it. Also, sorry, I keep elbowing y'all. That looks like Orange Decree, and then the Temporal Spell, Temporal Breach. And, oh, hey, Altar Cannon. To be honest, I kind of thought, yeah, I had our foils out of order. So, Decree of Strength, Temporal Breach, which is very playable, and then Altar Cannon, which is going directly into my Cannon deck. I play Yellow Cannon as my chosen, so that's just cool to pull. I don't know if that's like the best alt art, but it's fun, which is what it comes down to at the end of the day. So I am, however, desperately hoping to break the overnumbered dry spell. That is our second alt art. Back to back. Okay, so try Twilight Revelers, another Kale, and a Zed. Cool. I like that art, and I like Zed, so odds are pretty good that I'll play with that. I don't open that many boxes. Over my time of playing Riftbound, I think I've opened the equivalent of 8, maybe 9. I kind of went wild with Unleashed. Maybe not the best set to go wild with, but it was fun. So I've only pulled 2 overnumbereds though. We got another epic, I think. Shen Spell? Yeah. Zed and a Makai Sand Spinner. And by the way, for the record, I've seen all of these cards at some point or another. That's why I'm kind of skipping through. The art on all these is great. I don't want to make the video too long, honestly. So, but let me move this down here, and we also just go ahead and put our altar hits down here. So, yeah, but I ended up opening a overnumbered Darius when I finally got my hands on an Origin box, like middle of Unleashed. And I got an altar, or an overnumbered Jax, which was a little rough. Foil Noxian Emissary, once again going to my Ambessa deck, a Jace, and another Cannon. Yeah, but so I haven't opened an overnumbered since. I bought my collection for the most part. And yeah, I don't know. I guess it doesn't do anything to complain about it. So this is who we end up getting. That is an Akali, Hextech Formula, and a foil Cloud Drake, and a Comrade. And that side of the box is starting to get a little full. All right, so we are about halfway in. We've gotten half of our epics. I believe we're slated 6 epics generally. So we've gotten 3 signature spells, which is pretty good. We're still missing some combination of 2 other alts, be that 2 alt runes or another alt and a rune, or maybe an overnumbered. So still have a little bit left in this box. Eclipse Dragon, Twilight Step, Forgotten Relic. I forgot that was a card. I think I had someone play that against me at my pre-release. Did not do them any good whatsoever, but you know, it's always fun to see cards that you're just like, what is that? I remember when I was playing Volibear. Nope, nobody knows what Volibear's. Got something back there. Nobody knows what Volibear's Sig spell does without having played it. That the Bottle Constellation, I think. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Okay. Reluctant Leader and Crumbling Sands. So, oh, just got a notification that my battery was low. I don't know if that did something to y'all. So, we're gonna have to pick this up a little bit. But yeah, no, it took him completely by surprise. I ended up being able to basically just yoink a battlefield because he had not prepared for me being able to basically slam dunk on it with a Volibear. That's always fun. But Jace, Degree of Strength, and another Piltover Forge. I think that is the 2nd or 3rd foil version of that we've gotten, which is kind of funny. All right, we are down to this many packs. So we're due for a couple more hits here. For my wish list, I made a market watch video earlier. I'll probably end up scooping up a couple of like the Crystal Rose skins, and then SPs, whatever you want to call them. And then I think I'll end up snagging a few overnumbereds. And is that Red Decree? Yeah, Decree of Rage. And a Decree of Insight. Cool. Really want the Nasus and Renekton conjoining art. I want the Legends. And then I'm bouncing between wanting to pick up Kha'Zix and Rengar, or if I want like Tail Morgana. Trying not to just buy all of them. There's some that I definitely won't get. Like I don't like the Draven Riven. But I like, you know, allowing Gangplank and stuff like that. So Masa, Crashing Thunder, Decree of Focus, and a Gangplank. Alright, well we are definitely due for something, I think. Somewhere in this 6 packs, I think we do have at least 2 or 3 more hits. Unless I've completely done the math wrong. I'll tell you now, I see something at the back of this. I can't tell if it's a rune or if it's another bottled constellation. So we shall see. Alright, let's see. It's that blue edge that I saw. Looks holographic. Oh, is that a Kali? Yes, it is. She's very playable. And then a Kennen and a Decree of Discord. So now I will actually be able to legally play Kennen. Because I don't think I've pulled a Kennen yet. That might have been our last epic. Right? No. One more? I think. 1, 2. Yeah. I think one more epic. So Is that Lear? Is that Nasus? No. It's a Heron. Yeah. Cool. Okay. We can go right there. Then a Shadow Disciple, which I actually need, and an Akali. So that's cool. Okay, so that should be our last epic. Honestly, quality has been pretty good on the epics. Public Execution is great. The Akali and the Heron are great. The other ones are a little mid, but we got a Swain. It's cool. And Bessa, Blade Twister. Yeah, no, I think overall quality is pretty high. My last Riot box was rough. I think I got like an Elder Dragon. That was it. That one's up on the channel as a short. I think I got a little salty towards the end because it was just like a pile of meh. Okay, we have a Auroch General, Renekton, Shadow Assassin. Okay, go in there. Oh, goodness gracious. Alright, that's getting messy. This is my bulk box. I'm not terribly concerned with it. Okay, I thought I think we're getting one more thing. I think. This one completely off. Might literally just be a rune, but I think I usually at least get 2 alts and a rune in even like the worst boxes. So I'm not entirely sure what that deal is. Shen, Fretful Feline, a Shen. Oops. Alright. I hate to say it. I think this is a rune. I think there's a rune in this pack. Unless I've like completely missed an alt art, which isn't outside the realm of possibility, but would be unfortunate. So we shall see. But all right, last pack. There's something back there. Oh no. Oh no. I know where you are. Oh, you're a Renekton. No. Renekton alt art. I got him during my pre-release. Definitely not the happiest to see him pop out. Yeah, but you know, epic wise, decent box. Everything else, so yeah, you know, don't gamble, but it was at least fun. So alt art Zed and Kennen's cool. Alt art Renekton, and then Astro Heron, Akali, Public Execution are excellent. Shadow Dash, not good. Dominus, probably also not good. And then I want them to make Bottled Constellation work, but I don't think it will. So with that being said, that is all I have for you today. Yeah, and I hope you will join me in the next one. Thanks for stopping by.